What is good, people? What is good, people? Yo, I'm sorry. I was about to do this funny ass intro, bro, but I couldn't do it, bro. I don't know if y'all ever seen No Neck J. Bro, I was about to hit that hat. It's your boy. See what I'm saying? It's your boy, Wavy Temi, back in this motherfucker. Back in this motherfucker. Nah, bro. I've been thinking about that all morning since I see it, bro. Shout out No Neck J, man. But hey, we back with another live stream. We are talking transfer news. We're less than 48 hours away from the window closing. It's crazy. This window feels like it's honestly, this window feels like so long. I don't know why. Like the summer, I don't know how to explain this, but the summer itself, like because of Euros and everything, felt really short. But like, I don't know, like the transfer, it feels like we've been talking about transfers forever. Honestly, I'm low-key happy the window is closing so we can just focus on ball. You feel me? Like, that's really what I want to focus on going forward. You know what I'm saying? But man, you saw what the thumbnail said. You saw the tag, man. Winger crisis, winger news, whatever the case may be. Obviously, we have less than 48 hours in the window. And there's been a lot of discussion around Raheem Sterling and Jadon Sancho. You feel me? There's been a lot of discussion around that. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I should share my opinion on it. You know what I mean? I felt like I should share my opinion on it. We have 20 people watching, y'all. Really appreciate it. Shout out Big Energy. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Much love. You feel me? As you can see, I'm not in my traditional backdrop. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in my traditional backdrop. I am actually in Los Angeles right now. You feel me? Spending some time with some family. So I won't be able to do what I normally do with my shared screens and all that stuff. But we still gonna make it work. We still gonna make it work. You feel me? Over 20 people watching, like I said. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's 6 a.m. in LA right now, bro. I'm exhausted, but I had to get something out, bro. I would feel really weird if I didn't drop some content. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten to that point where like I gotta drop it, even if it means me waking up a bit earlier. You know what I'm saying, to get it done. I can only go for about 15 minutes today, so bear with me. But um, let's talk about the news, man. So Manchester United are still mulling over an 11th hour move for Raheem Sterling ahead of tomorrow's transfer deadline. So this is according to Samuel Luckhurst. I don't think this deal is gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna be real. I think this is a lot of just. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think people got really outraged when they saw the Raheem Sterling news, like, oh my God, no, Raheem Sterling, he's terrible, he's awful, he's this and this and that. I don't think the deal's gonna happen. But what do I think about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I actually think about this deal? You feel me? For one, would I buy Raheem Sterling? Absolutely not. I would not buy him outright. Does that mean I don't think he's a good player? No. I think he's actually a good player. The way that people have been talking about him over the past couple of days is, especially Man United fans, arrogance, the absolute arrogance to talk about Raheem Sterling as if he's mid when our wingers are objectively what's the word? Our wingers are mid. So to be acting as if Raheem Sterling is somehow an infection on our team is just foolish. I'm sorry. Listen, again, I'm going to repeat this one more time. I do not want Raheem Sterling at Manchester. Like, I don't want to buy him. I don't want to buy him, right? The wages are high. It doesn't really make sense from a financial perspective. I think another rumor that's been like, another rumor I saw is that, United are willing to hand Sterling a $150K a week contract, which I think is completely okay. I think that's a completely okay for a guy of Raheem Sterling's ilk and caliber, right? I think 150K is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think currently he's on 300K. So if we could loan him and like get half of his wages cut, I'm here for it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says about this. We'll get to the Sancho part of it in a second, but again,
I said if the wages are the same, I take a Sancho swap, but he's not much better than Rashford. This is just not true, bro. This is just, I want to let you know this is not true. Like, if you think Raheem Sterling or Marcus Rashford and Raheem Sterling are in the same stratosphere, bro, it's just not the case. I'm letting you know that right now. Marcus Rashford is not in the same stratosphere as Raheem Sterling. Like, in his whole career, he has never been on the same level. Never, ever, 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 ever been on the same level. Raheem Sterling is a much better player. I'm just letting you know that for a fact. Even in his quote unquote down years, right? He had like 12 goal contributions in the league last season. I'm pretty sure it was better than any of our wingers. The season before, obviously Rashford had a big 30-goal season. Anomaly. Raheem Sterling, if you look throughout the course of his career, just because this Chelsea thing didn't, this is what people need to understand. Just because something doesn't work out at a club for one player does not mean that that player is a bad player. Does not mean that player is a bad player. Like, just people need to understand this. Like, honestly, when this news broke yesterday or the day before, and the way people were talking about big Raheem Sterling, I don't think people remember how good this guy is. Like, Chelsea has been a mess over the last couple of seasons, and I think that has tainted people's minds on this player. Obviously, he's on huge wages at Chelsea, so Chelsea fans don't like him. He hasn't been worth his salt at Chelsea. That's fair. That's true. That's absolutely true. No arguing that. No arguing that. He hasn't been worth his salt at Chelsea. He's on high wages, right? It's every fan's nightmare. A player who's on high wages, right, isn't maybe getting those 20, 25, 30 goal contribution seasons. You feel me? So fans don't want that. I from a Chelsea perspective, I genuinely understand it. But from Manchester United's perspective, if we can halve his wages to 150K and bring him in on a loan deal, please do me a favor. Bring him ASAP if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Don't, please. Rashford and Sterling are not on the same level. They're not. Do not compare the two. Do not compare the two. Sterling's experience and work ethic would benefit the squad 100%. And here's another thing that's really been frustrating me is the way people are talking about Raheem Sterling as if he's like a mercenary. Right? Like he's been a mercenary his whole career. This guy, Raheem Sterling, has been a model professional. Model professional. The way people were talking about him as if I don't even know who to compare him to, as if he's Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is, I'm sorry, not a model professional. We've seen him out. We've seen how he is, off the pitch. Yeah, and listen, Jack Grealish is one of my favorite players, by the way. This is not a disrespect to Jack Grealish, but it's just the truth. Raheem Sterling is a model professional and a model citizen. Who are our attacking players looking up to right now? Any of them? Our attacking players consist of Alejandro Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Anthony, Xerxes, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Rasmus Højlund. Who am I missing? Guys, who am I missing? Mason Mount. Who are any of those players? The only player who has any pedigree, funny enough, in that side is Mason Mount. That's the funny part about this whole thing. The only player in that attacking sphere who has won anything of note is Mason Mount. He's won a Champions League. Raheem Sterling's won a he didn't win the Champions League, excuse me. But he's won league title after league title. You feel me? So I shouldn't go off the last few years. Forget that. Go off the years he was good. How did that work, fam? Let me explain that, bro. Again, Chelsea Football Club have been an abject mess. And even in that abject mess, he still outperformed our wingers. Even in the mess he's been in, he has still outperformed our wingers. Here's the thing. I don't think people understand how bad our wingers are. They are not good in comparison to their peers. If I was to stack rank our attacking talent versus attacking talent in the Premier League, we are middle of the pack. We are middle of the pack. And this is the thing. I don't want to buy Raheem. I think people. I'm gonna keep repeating this so that I have plausible deniability. You feel me? If people clip this or whatever the case may be, first of all, he hasn't been that bad. He hasn't been that. He just hasn't been worth 300K for Chelsea. Okay. Big up. Shout out Amad Diallo. Shout out, man. Shout out those Atlanta Reds, by the way. I gotta pull up, bro. I was in ATL. A couple weeks back, man, to celebrate one of my boys' birthday. It's probably going on probably over a month now. Celebrating one of my best friends' birthday. I got hella friends in ATL, bro. I gotta pull up. Sancho to Juve failed. Yeah, so let's talk about that because the Raheem Sterling thing, man, is really jarring me. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, bruh, like the way Man United, the arrogance of Man United fans to act as if Raheem Sterling is somehow not a good player. Like, it's just, bro, he's better than all our wingers. Outside, like, maybe you could argue Ahmad, but Ahmad hasn't proved. Like, listen, as good as I think Ahmad is, he hasn't necessarily proved anything at this level yet. He hasn't. So on merit and on achievement and accomplishments, and yeah, I would take him on loan. Absolutely. Marcus Rashford on the left wing. Ugh. Garnacho young needs to be an impact sub. Amad Diallo, right winger. You know, which Sterling can play on the right wing too. We've seen him do it multiple times. Come on, man, guys. Really look at our attacking talent. Really look at our attacking talent and then reassess your thought process. Take wages, just for a second, and look at our attacking talent and ask which one of these players is better than Raheem Sterling. Ask yourself that question. That's all I'm going to say. I thought the deal is done. Damn, is the deal done? No, the deal's not done. The deal's not done. The deal's definitely not done. Let me see. Let me just double check that. Guys, I gotta sign off soon too, man. I gotta work here in a second. The deal is not done. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody, if anybody wants to be modded, just drop some information in the chat, and then if you start dropping info in the chat, I'll mod you. So, much love to everyone. Raheem, man, his problem is finishing. Yeah, 100%. But again, he scored literally more goals than any of our players. like I'm just telling you that for a fact. Have you seen, have you seen our finishing to start this season? By the way, Marcus Rashford in the Charity Shield. Diallo struggled a bit with his finishing. He obviously got his goal. Bruno struggled with his finishing to start the season. We are not that good up top. Our attacking players are overrated. Do people not understand? We scored 58 goals and 57 goals in the Premier League in back-to-back seasons. You would think the way people talk about our attacking players, we've just been scoring oodles and noodles of goals. I saw someone had the audacity to tell me, "Oh, our attacking talent is better than Arsenal's attacking talent." Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Sancho ends up staying. Actually, let's talk about Sancho. Let's talk about Jadon Sancho, by the way. Real quick, man. I gotta hurry up. There's over 38 people watching, man. How many likes are we on, people? How many likes are we on, man? I really appreciate y'all. We got to 600 subs yesterday. If half of you subscribe right now, I'm gonna be at 610 subs. Easy. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. We're gunning for 1K so we can start the super chat journey. You feel me? And start helping me pay. You know, this channel is not cheap. I'm letting you know that right now. This channel is not cheap. So, let's get to that 1K so I can maybe offset some of these, my investments into the channel. But I'm not complaining because I'm investing. This is something a project that I've been loafing on, to be fair, for years. I should have been doing this for years. I should have been grinding like this for years, but you know what I'm saying? No excuses now. No looking back. We're moving forward. That's the beautiful thing about life. As long as you're breathing, bro, you have a chance to start something, man. So really appreciate it. We have 40 people watching right now. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, stay locked in with your boy, man. And where I said Sancho news. I keep on forgetting to Sancho has to leave for himself. 100%. I think he should leave. Let's see. There's a growing field, according to Sky Sports Seth and Adrian Kajumba. I don't know who that is, to be fair. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I guess he's a Sky Sports analyst, maybe. And then Sky Sports, Dharmesh Sheth, very well-known Sky Sports reporter, said there's a growing feeling that from Juventus that Jadon Sancho wants to go to Chelsea. One source has indicated Chelsea prefer to sign Jadon Sancho permanently, though all options are being explored. Juventus are only prepared to do a loan. Listen, Jadon Sancho, I'm letting you know right now, take your ass to Italy, respectfully, and go ball out there. You will absolutely ball out under Thiago Motta. You will absolutely, if you are seeing this, take your ass to Juventus, bro. I'm letting you know for a fact right now, you will ball out of control in that league. They have a chance to win a league title, legitimately win a league title again under this manager, Motta. The way they play football, I don't know if anybody's watched Juventus this season, bro. It looks like they're back, baby. We're only 2 games in, but Juventus look like they are back under Thiago Motta, and Jadon Sancho could be a huge part of that. So, Jadon, listen, go to Juventus, bro. Go to Juventus. Look at this comment by Ahmad Diallo. Sancho has to leave for himself. 100%. 100%. If we were a team that create chances frequently, I would take him, but we are not. We cannot afford not to be clinical. We're already not clinical, bro. Mr. Two Goated, we're already not clinical. How many goals did we score last season? Ask yourself that question. What was our goal differential last season? Ask yourself that question. We had a negative goal differential last season. It's not even because our defense was that awful. It's not even because our defense was that bad. It's because we are objectively crap up front. Objectively not good up front. I don't care what anybody says. 58 goals, 57 goals. Yeah, a lot of that's probably on a good portion of that we can give blame to the manager. But the players, like the way we talk about some of our players, like they're any top team would take them, is just hilarious. It's just hilarious. We missed so many chances in the Fulham game. Exactly. You telling me Raheem Sterling's going to be worse than that? Listen, I've seen Raheem Sterling miss some of the craziest chances I've ever seen. But trust me, his output mixed with his ability to, we don't have wingers who beat players. He still beat, when he's in a 1v1 situation, he still beats players. He still beats players. So Marcus Rashford does not beat players anymore. Alejandro Garnacho, he huffs and he puffs. He might beat his first man, but doesn't make good decisions generally. Amad Diallo, he beats his man, obviously. We know that. But Amad Diallo is the only guy who's really consistently beating his man. You know what I'm saying? United, I want a baby. Shout out a baby Deliso. United, I want to Sterling and Gutierrez Robinson to United bro. I'm sorry. You gotta retype this, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm not even trying to be funny. I do not know what you're trying to say here. God forgive me. We have 50 people watching, guys. Please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, bro. I really appreciate the love. I literally gotta sign out in like 2 minutes, man. I'm well over my time. I said I was going to do 15 minutes. We'll do 25 minutes. How about that? But yeah, please rewrite this, my guy, so I can maybe give you some context. Guys, make sure, like I said, make sure to hit the like button. But what are y'all feeling about this, man? Because I've said my piece, man. Honestly, I would prefer just to keep Jadon Sancho and play him. That would be what I would do. I guess to summarize this, what I would do is keep Jadon Sancho and just play him because he's better than all of our wingers. He is. He's better than all of our wingers. I don't care what anybody says. He is better than all of our wingers. And when he leaves, he'll prove that. You know what I'm saying? He will. He will. He absolutely will. So how about we just Ten Hag do the right thing, play Jadon Sancho regularly, and we'll be fine. I guarantee you we won't score less goals. We won't score less goals. Like the way people talk about Jadon as if he would make us worse. Oh, do me a favor. Lord have mercy. What about left back? Why are we not buying? I think the thought process is maybe Shaw and Malacia will come back at some point this season. We can leverage Dallo at left back. Listen, I think we should have signed Kadioglu. You feel me? Just as a guy who who could play a left back, right back, would alleviate some issues that we have there. Maybe they think a Mass could eventually be a guy that for the future that can play. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'm not too stressed about it. The manager doesn't like him. Yeah, the manager's a clown for that. He likes players who aren't good enough. He bought Anthony. This manager bought Anthony for 80 million, 100 million euros or something like that. Why the hell would I care about his opinion? Why would I care about an opinion? This guy had Amad Diallo and Jadon Sancho already in the room, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna spend 100 million euros on Anthony Dos Santos." So why should I care about what the manager thinks? Why should I care? Why should I care about what the manager thinks, man? Please. If your talent ID stinks, how can you pick a good match team? How can you pick 100%? 100%. One of our biggest issues is I don't even think our team is that awful. He doesn't pick the right players. He doesn't pick the right players. Like, objectively, he doesn't pick the right players. Well, not objectively, clearly. That is a subjective thing. I'll give you that. But in my opinion, he doesn't pick the right players. So why would I care about what he thinks about Jadon Sancho? Why would I care? Jadon Sancho was just balling out in the Champions League. They were, bro, to add up to people, there's a lot of people I've been arguing saying, oh, he didn't, the only game he played well in is PSG. Brother, they were resting him in the league so he could play in the Champions League. They were resting him in the league to play him in the Champions League. And he's not good enough for Manchester United. Okay. Oh, man, guys, I got to sign off, man. Anthony's been a disaster. Really bad mistake buying him, and it will virtually be impossible to move it on because of his wages. Yeah, he's absolutely, abjectly terrible. I've been saying that for too long. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. Yeah, he works hard. Yeah, he's decent. You know, he's decent technically. Not good enough. He has the in the final 30, he's a championship player. And that's not an exaggeration. There's championship wingers that I think are more impactful in the final third than him. Crescencio Somerville, who was he in the Champions League last season? Better than him. Give me Crescencio Somerville. No funny. Give me Mavididi. No funny. They're better than him. I'm deadly serious, bro. Give me Mavididi. Give me Archie Gray. They're all better than him. Anyway, man, I gotta sign off, guys. I've said I gotta. People need to stop using stats to measure player quality. 100%, couldn't agree more. I think some of the rumors that Sancho prefer Chelsea is not true because I think it more of a narrative the club is pushing because they want to sell and don't want the loan. That's very possible, but again, he's from London, or I think he's from London, so it'd be home for him or something like that. So, you know what I'm saying. But guys, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for showing so much love in the comments. We have 60 people watching. Guys, for those who are watching back, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Really appreciate the time. Generally, I wouldn't be posting at this time. But I gotta get some content out, man. I gotta get some content out. But appreciate y'all. I'm gonna sign off, man. Oh, real quick, let me do shout out. Shout out to Mr. Two Goated. Shout out to Anne Marie McKiernan. Shout out to Yadman Style. Shout out to Amad Diallo. Shout out to Two Goat. Shout out to Abebe Deliso. Shout out to those Atlanta Reds, man. Shout out to AM Shamrock. Shout out to Big Energy. Yeah, man. Appreciate every single one of you. You guys are dope, and thank you for being on this journey with me. I might drop some content this evening. We'll see. I'm not making no promises because I am out of town. But yeah, no, we're still live. Appreciate y'all as always, and I will see y'all soon. Okay, deuces.